shit. Listen, I'll get better at it, all right? I just forgot about this. You know what? I'm going to change these.
No?
You already got used to those? What is up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Wednesday Project Podcast, brought to you by your lovely, beautiful host, Brandon, a.k.a. me. Joining me is my beautiful, lovely co-host,
Jackie.
and we're here. We're back. Another episode, another listener, hopefully. But yeah, how you doing, babe?
Doing good. What about you?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Yep.
I feel great. I'm not gonna put that there. Now I'm doing great. How's your week been?
Week or weekend?
Let's do week and then weekend.
Weekend was exhausting.
It's been one day.
What you mean it's been one day?
Weekend?
I said a week.
Oh, okay. I thought you said weekend.
Jesus.
Okay, anyways.
It was pretty exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm on my last weeks, guys, so I'm trying to hang in there.
It's getting tough for her out here.
Yeah. Ever since before we were prepping for the baby shower, I've just been exhausted.
Yeah.
Because we've just been up and down every day.
Yeah, I would have to say that the past, 2 to 3 weeks have been exhausting in the sense, not exhausting in the sense that like we're doing a lot of hard stuff, but in the sense that we're doing a lot of things all at once. So, and that's something I think a lot of people deal with, and I'm sure you guys have felt that before, but the way I think about it is like, it's just, phase, sooner or later, it has to calm down a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
But, and then also like I think you're feeling it more because you are in your last weeks of pregnancy. Like, guys, we're close. Like we're, 3-4 weeks away from this baby being born, and we can't wait. We're excited for it.
Yeah.
We got everything. Well, we didn't. She got everything ready as far as like the tub.
I already washed all his little clothes.
Yeah.
From newborn all the way to like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got all his blankets. And I have everything organized.
Yeah.
Have the diaper bag ready.
Oh, it's such a cute diaper bag, guys. Oh my goodness. Once we have the baby, we're going to show his diaper bag on here and the baby. Like we're going to, show the baby to you guys. But we just can't wait to have this little one. Because, not only, I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, babe, but not only is it like the excitement of like seeing your son or your daughter being born and how they're going to look like, but also
It's scary.
Yeah, that is.
It's scary imagining what they're going to look like,
Yeah.
Like, obviously, we're going to love this baby no matter what it turns out looking like who it turns out looking like, But
you know what feeling it gives me? When you ever had that feeling when you would travel back then?
You never press fucking record on that shit.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, I'm not even going to record it. I have to delete some on there because it's filling up already.
Okay.
Anyways.
If that makes you feel any better.
It does. Anyways, guys, the feeling it gives me, but more intensified, is like when you're a little kid and you want to go, you're traveling to another state or another place, you're just so anxious to go, and you're just like making things up in your head of how that place is gonna look like, or the type of weather
what you're
it's
gonna
do, what you're gonna eat. Like that's the feeling I get with this little baby, is like it's like that anxious feeling of like how, like,
guys, we be smelling fucking diapers, guys, because they smell so good.
They do.
Today I was putting like his little shampoos in our shower because he's taking over one of our bathrooms.
Yeah, it's his now.
Yeah.
Might as well put his name on it.
For real.
But
gotta change the pink to blue real quick.
For real, huh? That's true. But yeah, that's what. But then back to what I was saying, babe, is that I think that I think also for you, it's like, okay, 9 months. It's been a while now.
Almost 9 months, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm ready.
Like nobody fucking tells you that. Nobody tells you that it's actually 9 months that you're carrying a baby. That's almost a whole ass year. A whole ass fucking year almost passed by with me
Yeah,
being pregnant. That's
it's more than half a
crazy.
year. So I'm
Cause we got pregnant what
November.
in November? Yeah, like right after, right around
Right, yeah,
Thanksgiving.
right around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But you're I feel like you're ready to like go back to not carrying a baby inside you
Oh
every
yeah.
day and being able to
I
wear
mean,
jeans and
I'm
just
gonna
like the
miss it,
normal
you
things,
know.
right?
I feel like I'm really gonna miss it. So I'm just
100%.
trying to enjoy it because, like, you don't know what it feels like when he's kicking me, you know? Like,
Right.
yes, it hurts, but it's also such a beautiful thing, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm
I
like,
think
I'm
that's
gonna
one of the
miss
more
that.
beautiful things is like
Yeah.
about pregnant. Like I know some females out there probably go through hell when they're pregnant, but I feel like you've been so blessed and lucky, and also like your persona has been so positive about this pregnancy, like you as a person, that you've really gotten to truly enjoy
Yeah.
pregnancy. And for me as a husband, like the fact that I haven't missed any appointment but one, I believe it was ultrasound
Yeah,
that I
just to
missed,
check.
or your sister went with you. Um, that has been like a blessing, like such a big blessing for me, because I know I know dads miss those a ton usually because they're working, but
Yeah, I think my dad, for my younger sister, he only went once, and it was to see what gender she
yeah.
was. Because he's always working, you know, like
Hmm.
most parents don't really ever go with their wife
Yeah, but
or
I
husbands.
yeah, and I've been so blessed to been able to like go to basically every single appointment, and from the start to the almost the finish now. And you know that's like it's crazy because at first I don't think I'd realized that you were gonna grow, like your belly was gonna grow into what it is now, and then like out of nowhere it's like holy shit, like
This
you're ready.
thing grew. I
Yeah.
look like a fucking watermelon, guys. Right now, the
A cute
baby's the
watermelon.
size of a freaking pineapple. Can you guys believe that? That's freaking, that's pretty big,
Yeah,
you know?
it's a
Like, I
pineapple's a
have a whole
pineapple.
ass pineapple in my freaking belly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep.
But so the week has been exhausting for you. How's the weekend
Yeah.
treat you? We're on Saturday right now, guys. We're recording. Happy Saturday. Happy Monday when you're listening to this.
It's been good. I feel good just because we finally got everything done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we pretty much deep cleaned the whole house
Mm-hmm.
and, well, a permit.
Yep.
And also got the whole baby stuff out of the way.
Yep. And we cooked.
We
And we
cooked.
recorded a podcast. And so
And now we're here again.
now we're here recording another podcast.
But I'm ready to take these shoes off and just lay in bed.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. What we're doing after this, we're gonna just basically, guys, we're just gonna chill, lay
Yeah.
back, and watch a movie, just to
With
really
popcorn.
enjoy our Saturday evening. And then tomorrow, if we're on the same page about staying home, that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the things that we would be doing tomorrow, we already got done today.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be nice to be able to take tomorrow off, basically, and really relax. I think that it's needed. People need to relax, But yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, like Friday, whenever we decided to just take a nap after work,
Mm-hmm.
just felt so nice. Like, I feel like I finally rested.
Yeah.
And my feet just felt like they weren't as swollen as they were the whole fucking week.
Yeah.
Because my feet have been hurting, guys. Like, at work, every chance I get, I try to just find somewhere to sit. Because I'm like, I just can't be on my feet anymore.
Yeah. That must be really rough. I mean, feet pain is not fun at all.
Yeah.
But you pulled through, and I'm amazed at like how strong you've been through all of this. I feel like a lot of females, a lot of pregnant females, I should say, um, would not endure so much. Not as much, at least, as you have. And maybe there is some out there, but I don't think as much as there is who aren't enduring that much, that much pain and whatnot. But yeah, it's been a good week. I feel like for me, it's been a really good week. I think, just because I've been doing so much, I've been all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, I started running in the mornings. Well, I started running overall this week, and I'm running 3 miles a day. You know, and I'm still hitting my weights, and so it's been one of those things of my mindset has changed a lot during this week. I feel like
Yeah, that's good.
I've learned a lot. You know, when I started reading this book religiously, you know, every day.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. I'm almost done with it, guys. I'm literally like probably 20, 30, no, maybe like 20 pages away. So
Yeah.
2 more days, maybe 3 more days, and I'll be done with this book, front to back,
Nice.
literally. But
First book, guys.
it's not the first book. It's the first book of the year. I should say that. You know, it only took me 6 months to get
No,
here.
didn't you read that little skinny book too?
Oh yeah, yeah. It'd be my
Oh,
second book of the year, actually.
it's a really skinny one, but
Yeah.
either way, you read it.
Maybe
So.
I can get 5 in at the speed I'm going.
I wouldn't say 5, maybe like 3.
So you
3
think the
more.
next one is gonna be the last one for the year?
Oh no, I'm saying like 3 more.
Oh,
So in total it would be 5, but you're saying
yeah, 5 in total.
5 more.
No,
Oh, okay.
5 in total. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My
Pretty
goal
sure.
was to read 5. I think my goal was to read somewhere. I have the goals right, babe, written down where
Yeah, it should
somewhere
be
in there. But I think I have 5 books to read this year. So I don't know. I'm not a fast reader, but when I'm disciplined enough to read the pages I'm reading a day, I think I'll be able to get it done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a good week. I've lost a ton of weight this week. I
Yeah.
lost, believe it or not, guys, I lost 3 pounds. I know that might not be a lot. And when you're hearing this,
In a week it is.
but in a week it's a ton.
Yeah.
Usually back
Not
then,
a ton, but it's a good amount.
yeah, back then I would be probably losing, you know, maybe
Like 1.
a pound and a half. I think the most I'd lose within the week was 2 pounds, but that was 2 pounds every week. So right now, if I'm losing 3 pounds, you know, if I'm losing that every week, that's going to be insane. I mean, I'm going to be skinny, which I hope I don't get too skinny, but we'll see where we go. At least, you
I
know,
want
lose
some
20
noodles.
pounds.
I want the.
You're going to have some shredded noodles to hug you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I guess.
I guess. No, but yeah, and then with reading the book, I just learned so much. That's crazy because I don't know. For me, reading a book, it just sticks with me what I read within the book. But if I was to listen to it, I wouldn't be able. I'd forget about it.
Yeah.
And you know why I think that is? I think that's because I'm so conditioned to listening to people talk, especially like podcasts, because I listen. That's literally what I listen almost every day.
Not almost every day.
Yeah, the whole day.
Yep.
That when I'm listening to an audiobook, it's almost like a podcast. So I tend to not really take it in and you know do an analysis on it and actually try to see if it can help me out. But with reading a book, it's like sticking. You know, it sticks to me. You are sleeping, babe.
Stop.
Is that food coma or what?
No, I'm just tired.
Yeah.
I woke up too early today.
Tomorrow, what time are you gonna wake up? Late.
No, I don't think so.
I'm waking up at 6 tomorrow.
Jeez. This is the problem, guys. So he wakes up early. He's like, okay, bye, baby. Or sometimes he doesn't even say anything, but
Well, she gets
he
mad if I
wakes
don't
me
say
up,
anything.
you know?
No, I don't. She wakes herself up.
No, well, I wake up because you're making noise and you're
All
over
right.
here, over there. So I wake up and then he leaves. And he probably thinks I fall asleep, but usually...
I do think that she falls asleep most of the time.
Usually,
I hope she falls asleep.
usually I don't. Like, it's really hard for me to go back to bed. Like yesterday night, it was really hard for me to go back to bed.
So how do we fix this problem? Do I just sleep in? Do I just sleep in? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
At least tomorrow, shit.
I just...
Go sleep on the fucking couch then.
I might, if I'm being honest, just to let you sleep. I wouldn't mind doing that.
No, the couch is not for you to sleep in.
I know.
That's not a bed. You'll ruin the couch.
No, I won't. Not for one night.
Mm-hmm. Your ass already has the freaking What's it called?
Don't say it. The imprint. The bed has my ass imprinted on it.
That too. The couch and the bed.
I just got a fat ass. I'm sorry.
You wish. Tracy stopped lying to him, saying he has a big ass.
Tracy.
Or some. What does he say you have? You have a juicy ass, or what does he say?
All right. Well, listen. I'm not gay. Neither is he.
I mean, I'm not saying you guys are gay.
But has he complimented my ass?
Yeah, last time he was like, I don't know what he said.
I think juicy.
Some fucking juicy ass. I don't know.
Some shit like that. And then Jackie thinks I don't have an ass at all, which is unrealistic because I do have an ass.
You just have a crack, babe. There's a difference.
It's like a wooden, like a piece of wood, and then there's a crack in between it.
Yeah.
Like right in the middle.
Something like
That's
that.
funny. Hey, do you think those girls that are like that, do you think they feel like bad about themselves?
Well, yeah.
Like insecure about it?
Well, yeah. Nowadays, every girl wants a fucking fat ass, you know?
But there
Like
was
even if they say they don't, like you see like some other chick out there at grocery stores or something, you're like, damn, like I wish I had an ass like that, you know?
Yeah. But there was a time where like the skinny girls were like popping, you know, like back in like 2007, 2004, 2009.
Well, it was a whole different.
Like back then it was like the big boobs. Like if you had big boobs, it didn't matter if you had an ass or not. But if you were like, let's say you were skinny and had boobs, like that was it.
But that's years ago though.
And now it's like both, right?
Now it's you literally need to have a tiny little waist and big ass boobs and a big ass butt with fucking thick ass legs and long ass hair.
But do you think it's
pretty face?
Do you think more people can accomplish that now than they could back then? Like truly, like.
Well, nowadays people are actually supposedly going to the gym now, you know?
So let's say like 9 out of 10. So let's say.
I see a lot of people going to the gym and just being stupid in there. Like they don't actually go to work out. They're just taking selfies and talking to other people, which is really annoying, you know? Mm-hmm. So I think that's what a lot of people do now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually exercise.
It's weird. We were watching the Arnold documentary today, right? Mm-hmm. And the guest who was my godfather, who we had come record a podcast with today, there was a clip in the Arnold documentary where back in like, I don't even know what time, but back a few like years ago, you know, let's say 2000, 2001 or whatever, back when he was competing, the clip was a scene from California in the outdoor gyms out there. And I was telling him, I was like, look, that's crazy that all the people in that clip are literally fit, women and men. Like the women were working out there, and it's not like they were like super bodybuilding type of women.
Well, I think it was also like the food, no?
I think so too.
Because back then they wouldn't be eating like freaking junk food like people eat nowadays, like every day, you know?
Yeah, well,
like now it's just so easy for. Oh, I'm not gonna cook, so I'm just gonna go get McDonald's or.
Like back, it was weird, right? Because like back then, like the females on there, you know, they wouldn't even like bodybuild; they just worked out.
Yeah,
and you can tell, right? And I was telling him, I was like, if you go now and look at that same exact spot, you'll see a bunch of obese people, and that's just the truth, you know. That's why we're the #1 country when it comes to obesity, and the reason being is because of how you said the fast food. Everything's so instant now, so easy. You know?
Like, we have freaking Uber Eats. We have DoorDash.
Yeah, and not to say that's bad, because I don't think it's bad.
And a lot of people waste so much money on that.
Yeah.
Just because they're lazy.
Yeah.
To even go get the food. Like, damn, you're going to pay an extra $20 just so the food is on your fucking doorsteps. Yeah,
now, like, if it's a late night and you don't want to go out, cool, right? But I think there's, like... You know, the book I'm reading, it's all about moderation, right? And if there's a moderation towards it, then I think it wouldn't be such a big deal. But yeah, everything's so instant, so fast. You know, it took us an hour and a half basically to cook the food we cooked today, right? Including washing dishes.
Doesn't take long. The only thing that takes longer is probably dishes.
Yeah. But if we compared that time of an hour and a half to going to Wendy's and getting a burger, that'd probably be cutting it by an hour.
Yeah, and it's not like we just made one thing. We made a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh I made some delicious tilapia, guys. Oh my goodness. I freaking looked up on YouTube how to cook that shit in the oven, and it came out so damn good. I wish you guys could taste the damn
I
tilapia.
told him to start cooking the stuff in the oven. Thank me later, Brandon.
So I got on this diet
Thank
basically.
me later, Brandon.
No, I thank you right now. I got on this diet and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna actually learn and try to learn new methods or new like cooking dishes, right?
Well, yeah, because if not, it just makes it harder for you to be on a diet. Like, if you learn how to cook and you know how to cook a bunch of different stuff,
But it's all healthy
it
too.
makes it just so much yummier and easier, I feel like.
Yeah, and there's nothing.
And it doesn't
like,
feel like a diet.
right, and there's nothing like you seeing the process from the
Yeah.
raw meat to the season to then cooking it to then eating it, right?
Because if it's fucking raw, it's your problem.
Like today, guys, I made myself some basically Brandon, California, Idaho, and Benedict's. You know, at Perkins, I get a dish called California Benedict's, and they're so good. So I made my own version, right? And anyways, we went to groceries yesterday, right? And I bought this damn bread.
We went to groceries.
We went to the grocery store yesterday to get some groceries, and
we
we
went
bought
grocery shopping.
Yes, we bought some bread, some whole wheat bread, because healthy vibes.
Well, it's not whole wheat bread.
It's honey wheat bread.
Honey wheat bread. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just getting a call. So this morning, I was like, after my run, I was like, I'm gonna eat a good breakfast, and I tend to like to eat a good big breakfast because that will get me through basically with throughout my lunch and whatnot, and I did 3 eggs, 3 slices of bread, 3 eggs on top, avocado, some hot sauce, and that was my breakfast. It was delicious. And it filled me just right perfectly. Like, I didn't feel bloated. I didn't feel like slumped.
Lumped? You have a lump on your back. That's what you have. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You think that's fucked up.
I just said I was kidding. Jesus Christ.
It's funny how you make fun of me every single time we record. That's insane.
People love it.
How can you do that?
It's just who I am, Brandon. I'm sorry, I can't change that part of me.
It's a non-negotiable.
Yep. You like it. Like the other Friday when we were eating over there.
When we were at Rexburg?
Yeah.
Whatever. So anyways, yeah, that was my breakfast.
I make your day a lot better. Because you should already know by now, like, all the shit I tell you are jokes. It's not me actually trying to hurt your feelings or anything.
I mean, if you were trying to hurt my feelings, I'd be super fucked up.
I mean, if I wanted to hurt your feelings, I could.
Or was that a threat?
No. I'm just saying I probably could. But I don't because I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm not going to be fucked up and, oh, yeah, well, you have a lumpy ass head. Now imagine, if I said that.
Hold on a minute. The fact that you looked at me in my eyes and told me that.
Well,
that makes me see.
I'm trying to show you how I would tell you if I wanted to hurt you.
Are you trying to show me or trying to get something across right now?
Show you.
God damn it. I mean, at this point, like, I'm just like, whatever about it, but. Dude,
you're going to make me look like a bad person, like a bad wife.
You're not a bad person or a bad wife. You're quite the opposite, but, shit. Sometimes I'd like some love and not the toxic type of love.
I'm not going to give you love around here right now.
Well, not around here, but, private.
Not around them, at least. I'd be giving you love.
All right.
All right.
So, anyways, I want to ask you, not to go too much in depth with this week about what I've been doing in a specific, but with what I've been doing, what have you seen like change, or what are your thoughts about what I'm currently doing? Let's just say we're gonna call them habits, guys. I'm just implementing new habits in my life, and with the hope that that will create a new lifestyle for me. So
Look,
I'm looking at you.
I know it's good for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you this like before,
I started. Yep.
Yeah. And obviously, I have noticed like changes,
Mm-hmm.
which is always nice to see, like I'm proud of you for that
Yeah.
because you're actually doing something with your life,
All right.
other than
Well.
just being on your phone and just TikTok, I mean, like reels and stuff,
Yeah.
YouTube,
Okay.
like you usually do. Like now you're actually reading and you're doing other things.
Yeah.
And but it's been exhausting, I feel like just seeing you do all that
Mm-hmm.
and always on the go. Like sometimes I'm like, damn, like do you have to go? But obviously I'm not gonna tell you anything because I know why you're
Right.
doing it and I know it makes you feel better.
Right.
You know?
And you know what's interesting?
But it's just been hard because I'm pregnant and
Right.
sometimes I'm like, damn, like I want some attention sometimes, or I just want to spend time with my partner.
Right.
You know?
And two things, right? The first is that I've noticed that myself too. Of like, okay, like I'm always on the go, so I need to figure something out that's gonna work. In the sense of with what I'm doing, I don't think there's ever gonna be a balance per se to the day to day in the sense of like sometimes some days things are gonna come up where maybe I won't be so much around you as you wish, right?
Yeah.
Or likewise, or for me as well, vice versa. Because sometimes I'm like, fuck that, I don't want to go. Like yesterday,
Yeah.
like I just wanted to stay in bed.
Like we
with you.
fucking slept almost the whole day, guys, and then we woke up and it was what, 8 something?
8:40, 8:30.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, like get up. Like
Yeah.
I basically kicked him out off the bed.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, come on, like you still have another workout to do. And I know if I wouldn't have pushed you, you might have actually stayed.
Yeah, I was.
I was
Very
like, are
close.
you gonna really fucking risk it and start all over
Because I'm
again?
like, what? I was 6 days in, 5 days in.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, like even though I didn't want you to leave, I was like,
Yeah.
fucking go, dude. Like
Yeah. So that's I've noticed that myself too, where I'm like, "Ah, fuck, I need a,
yeah.
but the only way I can do that maybe, now that I think about it, is that maybe it won't be an everyday thing that I can be there the way we would like to be there, or the way we would like for me to be there, right? But maybe, dedicate at least a certain amount of time, a few days to being there with you, right?
Yeah.
Which I think is something that we're working on,
Yeah.
and that we both realized this week. We're like, okay, yeah, that's something, maybe this upcoming week we can do better at. But the other thing I noticed too is that I was listening to this podcast and the guy was like,
Like it's also good that we're not spending
right,
so much time together. Because I think sometimes it can be a lot.
yeah, and we've
Even
gotten
though
caught
we
in that.
do want to be around each other, Like we know we want to, but sometimes it's just not the best idea because we're always,
Yeah,
yeah.
but this guy was talking about how he would go out on runs late at night, go out to the mountains and whatnot, and he would leave his kids, right? And he said that hurt him a lot, and it's one of the things that he thinks about now, in the sense of like, did I do right or wrong by doing that? But he says that the one thing he is proud of, and that he kind of holds on to, is that he showed his kids that hard work is what it takes to be someone in this world, right? To make something out of yourself. Like you're not gonna, in fitness, right? You're not gonna get a body just by sitting on the couch, or anything. You're not gonna get paid more just by being a lazy employee or this or that. So he says, the fact that I went out there and I wasn't around my wife a lot and this and that, and it cost our relationship something. At least the one thing about that is that my kids at least saw that hard work is what makes something or someone something in this life. which
Yeah.
is what he was trying to show them in the first, in the beginning. So, this week was hectic.
That makes sense though. But if you're doing something good, then you shouldn't really feel as guilty, you know?
Yeah, because I feel
Like,
guilty.
obviously, yeah, sometimes you are going to feel guilty, even though you're not doing anything bad. It's not like you're going out and getting drunk or something.
Right. Or
'Cause-
spending money on stupid shit or whatever,
But obviously, you're always going to have that little
And,
thing at the back of your
yeah.
head, like, damn, like,
And I felt that way this whole week. Like every time
Yeah.
I would go out, so the first 3 day guys were rough in the sense of like I would do my run at 4, right after work. So let's say 5, I'd go out, run my 3 miles, come back, and then I'd be at home doing something, right? And then around 9, I went to the gym, hit the weights, come back at 10, and then read my 10 pages, and basically didn't go to bed till 11:30, 12. So middle of the week, Wednesday comes around, I'm like, you know what? I need to change this around. So I'm going to start waking up early. Like I just made it in my mind. I'm going to wake up early in the morning and go run.
yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that's the only way you can get things done
Yes.
since we do have a freaking job, you know?
Yep. So then I woke up at 6:30. No, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, Thursday morning or 5. Went on my run, came back, ate my breakfast, and started the day, right? So like that's one of the things where I'm like, okay, I can work around that, That makes sense. And that's something I'm wanting and will do because it makes sense.
Yeah.
But feeling guilty, for sure, it sucks. I mean, this whole week besides today, I've been going to the gym around 8:30, 9 p.m. And it sucks because I'm like, fuck, like, I'm leaving you home alone. You're pregnant, It feels like shit. But
Yeah.
I try to remind myself that I'm doing this because I want to be a better human and I want to be a better person so that I can be a better husband, so I can be a better dad, so I can be a better friend, better employee. So, and also I want to push myself to the limit where I can become, I can evolve as a human. Like I don't want to stay stuck to who I was when I was eating fucking pizza and Doritos.
A whole bag of chips.
Yeah, like that Brandon, like he is fun because he will go out with you or a friend and eat fucking junk food.
Yeah.
But that Brandon felt like shit at the end of the day because he wasn't, he wasn't doing anything with himself. He wasn't reading, doing this. He wasn't being disciplined in a sense.
You were just unhappy.
Yeah.
And
then now, not to say that I've been doing this for the longest time, but
I'm not saying that you're completely happy eating what you're eating, but I feel like
But I feel, you know what
you
it
look
is?
better,
Yeah, and I also feel like I'm happy. I am happier because I've been disciplined with myself.
Yeah.
Something that I've always struggled with and always wanted
Well, remember
to master.
how much you would beat yourself up whenever you were like, oh, I didn't go to the gym again, or this or that,
And those comments hurt. They hurt you as a person when you say it to you yourself because you know that you could have made the time. And what I'm doing now, what it's teaching me is that it's prioritization, right? You prioritize what you need to do, and everything else comes around, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who, what, or whatever happens. That life will always hit you, but you have to be disciplined enough to prioritize what's important to you.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things we talked about before I started doing what I'm doing now. But yeah, for me this week, I felt like I've also been like a better husband to you in a sense, right? Where I don't know how I can explain it. Like we got in a little scuffle, right? Wednesday or whatever the fuck it was, or Tuesday. And instead of me reacting the way I did, I kind of stepped back and I said, you know what? No. And then I apologized after that 2 days later, right? Which maybe I should have apologized a day earlier. But either way, the fact that I came around and apologized instead of overreacted at what we were, discussing, I think was a huge, show of improvement of what I've been doing.
Sure.
So that's been awesome. I mean, And I want you to do it with me.
I know.
And I can't
I'm excited.
wait.
I'm excited how I'm just gonna look after this baby.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not excited for that necessarily, but
Yeah.
I want to go back to the gym. Obviously, it's gonna take me a while, but if I can at least start working out at home, because I'm not just gonna leave my baby,
Right.
and start from there. I feel like it'll be good. But I'm excited to see what.
Yeah, and I think that's super important because, if you can work on yourself by doing something that you want to do, I think it's going to help you become a better person, a better human, a better wife, a better mother, a better friend, things like that. So I think that those things are super important to do what one wants to do. Because remember when I used to say, I want to do this, and I never did it?
Yep.
I mean, I would say, I want to go back into the gym and get on a diet, and then I never did it. Or I want to read this book, and I never did it.
Yeah.
And like now, I'm like actually doing it, walking the walk.
Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty fucking cool. It's exhausting, guys. Though, fuck, like,
Oh yeah.
it's a lot, and your body will feel it. But pain is only what you make of it, and if you make pain more than what you are, pain will be bigger than you. But if you make your will, your why, more than who you are, what you are, and pain and everything else that comes around, then you're going to be doing great things, I feel like.
Yeet.
But, babe, should we end it?
Probably.
Alrighty. Guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. This was a much slower episode, I felt like, but, that's okay. Let's see. Updates. No updates so far.
No updates.
Go check us out, though, on Instagram, the OAP official, Brandon A. Lara, Jackie AAACKE_. We're on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Music, and any other platform.
Anything, guys.
As Once a Project Podcast. You guys can look it up. Guys, make sure you guys subscribe as well. Make sure you all share and follow the show on Apple and Spotify. It's super important for that, just because, first of all, it doesn't take anything. And second of all, you're going to get updates on the show. So, like, if a new episode comes out, it's going to show you. And why wouldn't you want to do that, And we're always trying to provide great content and better content for you. And so, follow the show and subscribe.
Yep.
But, yeah, babe, anything else?
No, I think that should do it.
All right, guys. Thank you all for the support. We love you all. Take care.
Guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
¿Qué onda, banda? Yo soy Rodrigo Ramírez.
Y yo soy Jackie.
Nosotros somos de Alta Red, el primer podcast del sureste de Idaho en tu idioma.
En Alta Red sacamos temas diversos de entretenimiento, política, relaciones, salud mental, pero eso sí, todo con un poquito de humor.
Así que acompáñenos en Spotify y Apple Podcasts y suscríbete al canal de Rody TV en YouTube para disfrutar de los episodios nuevos cada martes.
Ahí nos vemos.